'Tis the season to be jolly, and I couldn't be more excited to share this with you all. So, no, it's not a riddle or a dad joke, but what is the Christmas decoration, you could say Christmas tradition as well, that can also be used as an integrative cancer treatment? You will want to stick around for the answer because it's only a couple minutes away. And yeah, I'm going to share with you what that is, what the treatment looks like, how and why it can help, and also for some holiday fun, I'm going to get into some lore and history of it as well. So, hi, I'm Dr. Lisa Mateka, and I help those with cancer navigate their inner journey towards health and wellness on all levels, physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically, and spiritually. And today I have a special holiday edition for you all. I'm very excited. So happy holidays and Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Winter Solstice, Yule, Festivus for the rest of us, whatever the case may be. Let's all celebrate together. So, what is this Christmas decoration slash tradition that can be used as a cancer treatment? Guess. Okay, no, it's not Christmas lights, although anything that brings one joy is healing. It's not evergreen or pine tree, although there are some medicinal benefits to those plants. Nope, it's not holly, but yep, it's mistletoe. So this is fake mistletoe, but this is basically what it looks like. It's got these white berries, it's got these kind of leaves, and you know how hard it is to find real or fake mistletoe, at least here in Florida. But anyways, mistletoe. So let's talk a little bit about it from the beginning. It has actually been used for lots of medicinal things, conditions, diseases by the Greeks so that was a long time ago. No, they used it for a lot of stuff. Too much to even get into here. They used it a lot. And then the Romans followed suit and they used it for quite a few things as well. And then when it came to the Celtic Druids, they used it mostly for fertility and vitality, and they had it as a sacred symbol of vivacity because it was one of the few, if only, thing that could actually blossom in the freezing cold, frozen winter. So they did hang it on their doors for luck. Perhaps that's where this started. But also, we get to Norse mythology, and there is some Norse mythology that Balder, son of Odin, was prophesied to die. So his mother Frigg, of course, was all freaked out and tried to prevent that by getting an oath from all the animals and plants to not harm him. But she forgot about the mistletoe. So mischievous Loki made an arrow out of mistletoe and killed Balder. So one version of the story is that he was resurrected from the dead, and so his mother Frigg used mistletoe as a symbol of love and said that she will plant a kiss on anyone who walks beneath the mistletoe. But another version of the story, he actually just stayed dead, and mistletoe was still hung up as a symbol to never forget about it. So but really, mistletoe wasn't used as a Christmas decoration till like the 18th century. And throughout the Middle Ages, it was used as a treatment for fertility and vitality. And it was first used with the kissing tradition around Christmas, actually among English servants. And then it spread to other people as well. So, still alive today, although it's kind of falling out of popularity. But yeah, mistletoe. So it was first used in 1917 for cancer. It was first used in the oncology world for cancer in 1917 by anthroposophic practitioners. So those of you that don't know, anthroposophic medicine is a very, I would say, highly sophisticated and specialized form of holistic medicine. The the basic premise of it, the foundation of it, is that the human, the cosmos, and nature are all interrelated and interconnected to such an important degree that they take clues from that relationship and use it for health and to treat disease. So it's really, I want to read you something from the anthroposophic book. Okay, I'm going to read you the exact words here. So, one second. In the same way that cancer does not occur in isolation, but always develops in the patient's whole individual context, mistletoe does not exist in isolation either, but always develops in relationship with various host trees. So, for one, I like what they said about cancer does not occur in isolation, but always develops in the patient's whole individual context, taking the whole everything into account, which is exactly how I treat. Everything matters: physical, mental, emotional, energetic, spiritual. And that's the thing about anthroposophic medicine too, is they take into spiritual health into consideration. But anyways, what that sentence means, like a cool thing about it, is the reason that they started experimenting, or choosing, I guess I should say, mistletoe to treat cancer, is because mistletoe is a parasitic plant. It doesn't grow on its own. It's actually parasitic. It grows on other trees. And they thought that was similar to cancer. Cancer doesn't exist on its own. It needs a host. Just like mistletoe drains its tree host of its life force, cancer drains the human of their life force. So that's what I mean about they find these connections, and then it works because the mistletoe has been found to be very effective. So it's been used increasingly to this day. Of course, it was more popular in Europe and Germany, but now it's used all over the US and spreading across the world. And there has been, and it's not just used by anthroposophic practitioners anymore, which, by the way, they can be MDs. A lot of MDs get training to be anthroposophic. NDs, naturopaths, can get training to be anthroposophic. So, but anyways, it's now just used in integrative cancer centers. So it's used maybe not necessarily in the same philosophical way, but it is used by lots of other doctors and integrative holistic practitioners because of its effectiveness. So why is it effective? Well, it has, I guess that's mostly attributed to the lectins and the viscotoxins in it, which give it its properties. So what it does is it's used for tumor control because it can suppress tumors. It's an immunomodulator. So it works heavily on the immune system, and immunomodulator means it can do both. It can enhance the immune system when that's what the person needs, and it can dampen the immune system when that's what the person needs, which is needed sometimes in cancer because the cancer hijacks the person's immune system for its own benefit. So there are certain parts we want to amp up and certain parts we want to slow down. And so it's also, immunomodulators are also safe to use in those with autoimmune because it's not just going to increase their immune system, it's going to more modulate it. So yeah, there's been lots of studies on this, lots and lots of studies. And some of them I'll just briefly say. There was, I think one of the most coolest ones was on pancreatic cancer, because as you may know, pancreatic cancer is is the most deadly cancer. It's how I lost my dad, unfortunately. And even with pancreatic cancer, something as deadly as that, mistletoe was shown to statistically significantly improve overall survival length. And plenty of other studies show its immunomodulatory abilities. Biopsies taken of people who have done mistletoe, there's tons of T cells and natural killer cells, which is good. That's what we want when we have cancer. And also studies show that it improves quality of life, it strengthens the whole person, and it's safe and good to use with conventional treatment, because what it does is it negates the side effects. So it makes the side effects less, and therefore making the treatment more tolerable. And it also is synergistic with the conventional treatment as well as other natural treatments. It's synergistic as well. So it actually makes it more effective, more targeted. And yeah, so it's overall a really great treatment addition. It's typically not used just as a standalone treatment. So whether you're doing other natural treatments or conventional treatment, mistletoe is a great addition. And so it's not an oral supplement. What it is it's typically taken as an injection. So you could do a subcutaneous injection, oftentimes is what it is, which is like just under the surface of the skin to the point where like you could see a little bubble pop up. It's like just a very superficial layer under the skin, and that's usually done in the arms, abdomen, thighs. Sometimes, if it is safe to do so, it is injected directly into the tumor, intratumoral or peritumoral, around the tumor. Again, if it is safe to do so, you can do that. And then in some cases, it can actually be given IV as well, intravenous, directly into the vein. So when and if you're doing like a non-IV type of mistletoe, subcutaneous, you can usually just do this at home on your own, but you obviously need a practitioner first to guide you, to choose the right one for you, and to give you your first one, and then the patient typically can take over it from there because it's not too bad. That's another thing I want to mention. So mistletoe is Viscum album, is the Latin name. But like I said, since mistletoe grows, it's not a thing by itself. It grows on different trees. So there's all types of different mistletoe. Viscum pini, for example, is mistletoe on the pine tree. Viscum mallee is mistletoe on an apple tree. Viscum quercus is mistletoe on the oak. Viscum crataegus, mistletoe on the hawthorn. I mean, there's tons more. And so, different ones are going to be better for certain people versus others. So, and this is how it differs with the anthroposophic versus integrative practitioners. The anthroposophic people, they look at the qualities of the actual tree, and then they look at the qualities of the individual, and they kind of make their determination of which type of mistletoe based on that. Whereas integrative practitioners more so just look at the data of what we have, like, oh, this one seems to work better for bladder cancer, so I'll use it for this person because they have bladder cancer. I mean, both can be good strategies, but I'm kind of a fan of the anthroposophic myself. So where and how can you get this? So it depends where you are in the country. It's very, very easy to find throughout all of Europe. I mean, it is pretty easy to find throughout the world. I'm in the US, so in the US, for example, what you would want to do is just a simple Google search. Just search, I would probably search like naturopaths, naturopathic doctors, holistic cancer centers, holistic wellness centers, integrative cancer specialists, anthroposophic practitioners. Google stuff like that, because if you're going somewhere that's like holistic and more natural and they're specializing in cancer, they probably offer mistletoe. And even if you don't see it on a website, don't assume they don't do it, because a lot of times not everything is listed on the website. So call, ask around. If you're in an unlicensed state where they don't license naturopathic doctors, that doesn't mean there's no mistletoe. That means it'll probably be administered by doctors that are more holistic, or other types of professionals that have chosen to do more like holistic medicine. So look for those holistic cancer centers, holistic wellness centers, and again, anthroposophic medical practitioners and naturopathic doctors, naturopaths, and other kinds of people might do it as well. So just search for it. It is probably around somewhere, not too far from you. And I think that's all I really have to say about the mistletoe. There's lots more that could be said, but that's a good little intro for you. And I hope you found that as interesting as I do. And what would the holidays be without a gift? So I do have a gift for you all. If you go in the description box, wherever that is, if you go to the description of this video, it should say description, and it like kind of says stuff about what the video is about. There will be a link at the top, and you can click on that link to get my gift for you of an ebook. Don't worry, it's only like 40 pages. It's an easy read. There's lots of pictures, but it's the 10 common healing factors amongst cancer survivors who beat the odds. So it's years and years and years of research on spontaneous remissions and what those people had in common that did beat the odds. So a very good thing to know. And my gift to you all, maybe if you don't need it, somebody else does. So that is it for now. I'm so excited to be back here with you all. I hope you have amazing, amazing holidays. And please like, subscribe, follow, whatever, because I'll be doing more of these. And yeah, leave me your comments if you have any questions about the mistletoe or anything like that. I'd love to hear it. All right. Much love and happy holidays.